Hi, we are going to review the implications of a classroom environment when flipping is implemented into that environment. How technology has already changed and how it will change the future of our classrooms. Technology today is so huge. We have it everywhere around us, except sadly in the classroom. Here's the past is we would have a very teacher-centered oriented classroom, and probably in most parts this is how it continues to be today. Students sit attentively in their seats, take notes, and listen to the teacher. This is how it needs to be today and in our future. The classroom needs to be student learning centered versus the past. This is the way students are going to learn and grasp onto concepts that we are designing as teachers for them to understand. How flipping actually works. Teachers create a 5 to 7 video teaching their lesson. A good rule of thumb here is 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes per grade level. So you don't want to be giving a 20-minute lesson to, let's say, a second grader. You have to make this work for them. Students will go home and they watch the video, which is the lesson that would be taught in the classroom. Then that time when they watch it, they may take notes, they can re-watch it if they need be, and then they come back to the classroom and their time there is spent with a teacher guiding them through the lab or an interactive activity which illustrates the concepts within the lesson. The students work collaboratively as groups. Implementing an app called Explain Everything makes lesson flipping absolutely so easy. This app is absolutely fabulous. It has a whiteboard in it which you can demonstrate what the lesson would be as if you were in the classroom. It has a record button, so it's already recording and done for you. The app allows students to record their thoughts, and you can use this. It's just so easy to export as well. There's so many beneficial factors to this. This is a video done by Jonathan Bergman, who is the creator, one of the creators of Flipping, and he explains the app fabulously.
John Bergman here with FlipClass.com. Explain everything for making flipped class videos. So here is Explain Everything. It's a great way to make flipped class videos. The key to this is really to start a project. So I'm going to click a plus button right here. As you click the plus button, you've got some options. The options are, well, some different sort of background templates. I'll choose kind of light background with some different color pins, red, black, green. The key to this is, if you look at the bottom, is down here is you've got the record button. So if I tap on the record button, it's now actually recording. So anything that I were to write on here, I can change the width of my pen, for example. I can say 2x minus 8 equals 16. Boys and girls need to add 8 to both sides. The 8's cancel. I get 2x is equal to 16 plus 8, which of course is 24. They'll divide both sides by 2. 2's cancel. X is 24 divided by 2, which is 12. So it's got a nice whiteboarding feature, so I'm a huge fan of that. But you can actually just add a new slide by tapping the plus button down here, and I have a new slide, and I can continue to draw. You can see with the pen tool, I've got marker tools. I can change quickly to a brown pen and a green pen, and I can hold this down, in fact, and change the colors of the pen, whatever the defaults that you like. So it's a real simple app. Very simple app. You can tap right here on the slide button, and you can actually kind of rearrange these slides, whichever way I want to do this. But my favorite button is actually this little plus button. So watch what I can do. I can tap on, say, new video, and I'm going to flip the video around, and then you can see me. My thumb was in the way. And so now watch what I do. I can say, today, boys and girls, we're going to learn about how to solve a mathematical equation. And so now that's been recorded on my iPad, and it is in the screen here. So now what I could do is actually I could take that and make that my first video. Right? See, these are like individual slides over here, and then I'll eventually have the program, and it will stitch the videos together. And one of the most important or favorite parts of this is actually another part of the plus button. Let me add a new slide by pushing the plus button bottom here. If I push the plus button here, I can also add a file. Now here's something really powerful. So let's say that I created a video using PowerPoint, I created a PowerPoint using my computer, and I have now connected to, say, my Dropbox file. So I can actually import, notice here, a PDF. This is a PDF that I've got. I can create an Excel spreadsheet, a DocX, or a PowerPoint. And so let's see if I can find a short PowerPoint. Here's about flipped action research. So it's bringing in that right now. You see the blue bar coming across. And then what it's going to do is it's going to bring in a PowerPoint that was created. This one isn't created by me, by somebody else from Stanmore College. He shared this with me, and I saved it to my Dropbox file. Notice sort of bringing each slide comes in as one pick, if you will. Now, if you've done any animations in your PowerPoint, that's all lost. It's just taking a picture of each slide in your PowerPoint deck, and that's what it's doing. And then what it's doing is importing it all. Now, if you look here, instead of 4 slides, I now have 24 slides. So I've got my 2x ones, and now here I have all my slides. Now I can annotate over that. So I can tap on this one, the 4th slide. I'm on it right now. I can now re-tap record. Hey, so flip teaching findings from action research. So Anthony Frayne has done this for us, and so we're going to learn about some of the action research. He's currently teaching alongside at Stanmore College. So he's, I'm annotating over a PowerPoint. If you've got images, those images I'll skip a few things. Here's an image, and we can talk about this image if we want, etc. I think you kind of get the idea. You can do lots of really cool things. Another thing I'm a big fan of is if you tap this button right here, it's kind of like a highlight tool. And let me hold it down and show you. Most people just like to use the circle, and what I'm doing here is I'm making a circle, and this circle right here is just circling something. It's not making a mark, it's just making a circle. And if you really want to get total geeked out, I don't know if you realize what we just had that a minute ago, this right here, of course, is a lightsaber, and you can have dueling lightsabers. Remember, your audience are a bunch of teenagers, and we can have the lightsabers fight. Ow! Luke, use the Force! Okay, sorry, I diverse. That's really how you do this. Notice it continues to record, 35, 36, 37. I'll pause it now. Now, lots of other features. I would encourage you really to look at the different buttons. You can add a new picture. I can, I'll add a picture. So I can take a picture of my foot. I don't know why my foot would go into the screen. If I can find my foot. So there's John's foot. So we have a picture of John's foot. Why you'd want that, I have no idea. But now I can say, I can do this, like that, say done. And now you see I can have this, I can resize it, I can flip it around. This could be like a sample of student work. So that could be pretty awesome. Think about what you could do with taking a picture right in the midst of making the video. And then now, of course, I can hit the record button, and now I can comment and say, John, you have flat feet. That's why you're wearing these special feet things for running. Kind of weird. Let's say I've made my video. I'm like totally happy. Down here's the export to some features. So you can export to YouTube, to the camera roll, or possibly more. Let me tap on more. Here's the more. Pretty cool. You can send it to iTunes. You can send it to Dropbox. Right back to Dropbox. I can send it to Evernote, Google Drive, and many, many other things. You have to decide what format you're going to send it to. Lots of options. Send it right to YouTube is pretty easy. Making flip class videos with Explain Everything. This has been John Bergman with flipclass.com.
As you can see, Explain Everything makes flipping so easy for you as a teacher. The flipped effect has magnitude of benefits. Teachers have more time to help students and explain concepts. After all, isn't this part of being a teacher, is to aid in guiding students through the learning process, not about lecturing. It's about allowing them to discover and learn. Collaborative learning. Kids learn so much from each other. They work together in groups. They're able to give feedback back and forth to each other. When the kids are in the classroom and are being guided with the teachers, they get instantaneous feedback. And the kids therefore then don't get frustrated working on problems in the classroom, where if they're at home and they don't understand the concept that they're supposed to get, that they understood 6 hours ago while they're in class, they just get frustrated and want to give up. It is so important that we change our teacher-centered environment learning to student learning environment. Bloom's taxonomy is it's what learning is based upon. In the traditional education system that we experience, we're down here at the bottom 2 through lecturing, remembering and understanding. With the flipped classroom, Bloom's taxonomy gets flipped as well. So this creating and evaluating, this is what is going on in the classrooms now, instead of remembering and understanding. So let's flip it. It's time to change education forever.